Hi, I'm Tracy Fury again. Thanks for joining us on day 4 of simple tips to get your grit, how to build resiliency after something bad has happened and help you to recover more quickly. I'm Tracy Fury. I'm the owner and director of Hope for the Journey in Round Rock, just north of Austin. We help kids, adults, parents, and partners in Texas to not just survive but thrive after adverse experiences that have happened to them, particularly sexual in nature. And you can find out more about us at hopeforthejourney.org. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can catch us also on Facebook at Hope for the Journey or Instagram at Hope for the Journey Therapy. All right, well, let's get to our next tip, which has to do with time management. So one of the things that starts to happen when you've been through something difficult, when you're in the midst of a chaotic time, is that, you're in a lot of change and your time kind of goes out the window. And that can be really, really disconcerting for people. And a really great thing to do is to put in some sort of a schedule. It's something that adds a little bit of consistency and it can help. But the trick for this is anytime that you notice that you're in this place and you want to come and you want to kind of focus on time management, is you want to make sure that your schedule is actually working for you. So this is not a time to get into shoulds. If you have no idea what a good schedule would be, you can try out some shoulds, but with the idea that you always want to check in with yourself and see if it's actually working for you. An example of this is, let's say you're making the transition from in-person therapy and you want to try out some video therapy. And that seems great. You're doing it for your schedule because you don't have time for the commute. That's great. That's wonderful. Check it out, see if it works. But then go back and check your schedule again and see if it's actually working for you. For some people, this is great, and they can toggle back and forth between whatever's going on in their home and work life and then a therapy session and then back into their real life. And that's not a problem. But for some people, especially if you've been used to having a commute, you might need to check and see, is there something you need to put into your schedule to help you transition? If you don't have that commute, but you do need something to transition, other ideas might be to do some stretching and maybe some, downward dog or something like that. It might be to just take 3 deep breaths before you move on to the next thing. It might mean to do like 5 minutes of journaling. It also could be just going for a short walk around the block. All of these are transitional type of activities that you can do that can help you to shift from one thing to the other, but it does take a little bit of time. So you want to look at your schedule and you want to look at, okay, where is my stress coming up? And then think creatively about ways to meet some of those needs. So look at your ideal schedule, what really would work better for you. Think about your energy level. Think about the times that are sticky and when you're not at your worst, and kind of look for some themes, and then take a step back and think, is there something I could plop in here that would make my schedule work better? And it might be a short break. It might be something like a transitional thing. It might be shifting things around and doing things that you need more energy for in the morning, maybe, if that's when you have more energy. But just looking at your schedule and building a schedule for yourself that actually works for you. And then going back to it to check, did it actually work? And is it working for you now? So that's our quick tip. Again, we would love to hear any of your comments, success stories, questions that you might have. Throw those into the comments. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you can find us on Facebook at Hope for the Journey or Instagram at Hope for the Journey Therapy. And of course, you can always find out more information about us at hopeforthejourney.org. Hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.